Welcome to the scariest edition of our comic quickies yet. Today we're counting down the top 10 most horror comics of all time. So get ready to be scared out of your wits because these comics are not for the faint of heart. Number 10. Blackhole. This horror comic explores the terrifying consequences of a sexually transmitted disease that mutates teenagers into monstrous creatures. It's a chilling and surreal tale that will leave you feeling haunted. Number 9. Swamp Thing. This classic horror comic follows the adventures of a humanoid plant creature as he battles against a host of supernatural threats. It's creepy, it's atmospheric, and it's definitely worth a read. Number 8. Locke Key. This horror comic tells the story of a family that moves into a haunted mansion filled with mystical keys that can unlock unimaginable powers. It's a spine-tingling tale that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Number 7. The Walking Dead. This zombie apocalypse comic is a modern classic filled with gruesome violence, shocking twists, and plenty of scares. It's a must-read for anyone who loves horror and gore. Number 6. Uzumaki. This Japanese horror comic is a surreal and haunting tale of a town cursed by spirals. From twisted human forms to creepy sea creatures, Uzumaki will leave you with nightmares for weeks. Number 5. From Hell. This horror comic is a dense and intricate exploration of the Jack the Ripper murders filled with dark symbolism and chilling atmosphere. It's a truly disturbing read that will leave you feeling uneasy. Number 4. 30 Days of Night. This horror comic is a high-concept tale of vampires attacking a small Alaskan town during the 30 Days of Darkness. It's a terrifying and gory tale that will leave you feeling cold and shivery. Number 3. HellBoy. This horror comic follows the adventures of a demonic hero as he battles against supernatural threats from across the globe. With its mix of horror, folklore, and action, HellBoy is a must-read for any horror fan. Number 2. The Sandman. This surreal and haunting comic follows the adventures of Morpheus, the Lord of Dreams, as he navigates the strange and ethereal realm of the dreaming. With its mix of horror, fantasy, and mythology, The Sandman is a masterpiece of the genre. And now for our number 1 most horror comic of all time. Number 1. Tales from the Crypt. This classic horror comic series from the 1950s is a true masterpiece of the genre. With its gruesome stories, creepy visuals, and twisted sense of humor, Tales from the Crypt is the ultimate horror comic experience. Well, there you have it. The top 10 most horror comics of all time. If you're feeling brave, go out and grab a copy of one of these terrifying tales. But don't say we didn't warn you. These comics are not for the faint of heart. Until next time, this has been Comic Quickies signing off.